Hello again. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, glad to have you back. There's been some interesting comments and whatnot that I'm going to try to respond to in a small way today. This is going to be very short, just an update video about things we've discussed in the past. Yes, I did contact the woman in question, quote unquote, long lost love, and I got the response I expected, which was nothing, and I'm okay with it. I believe I had tried to contact her once before via Facebook Messenger or whatever they call it, and I got the same response. I have no problem with it. I respect her privacy. I'm not going to go any further. Maybe one day I'll run into her in person on the street, but I'm not counting on it. I live in a different part of the state of Florida than she does, and I'm okay with all of that. But I hope you had better success if you did it. If you didn't do it, then your results can't be any worse than mine. So we're talking about that now. I have, again, no problem with that. I at least feel good that I tried. On another front, people keep asking me about my medical situation. My medical situation is starting to diminish a little bit again. I had a situation the other day that I've never had before, and I don't hope to have any time again in my lifetime. I was driving to a place that I've been to at least almost 1,000 times across town from where I live, do a little business. And somehow for about maybe 8 or 9 miles, I zoned out completely. I missed turns. I couldn't tell you how I ended up where I ended up, which is about 5 or 6 miles east of where I wanted to go. I have no recollection. I remember starting the trip and ending the trip. In between, nothing. So I was a little concerned about that. I'm sure it's happened to all of us to a limited point, but this was like probably 9 or 10 minutes worth of driving. I am very happy that nothing happened to me or anybody else that was on the road near me or anything like that. I have no recollection of how I got there. Like I said, I ended up about 5, 6 miles east of where I wanted to be, and was more than a little freaked out about it. I've spoke to a couple of people about it, including some medical people, and they said, well, we don't know what happened. And a couple of my friends said, well, it's happened to me, but I said, did it ever last, like almost 10 minutes? And they said, well, no. So I'm a little confused. So I did set up an MRI for midweek this week to try to get some more answers, and I'm going to keep you posted if you're interested. And that's the story on that. I'm looking forward to the holidays. I have a video planned about family. I hope you'll enjoy that as soon as I get it organized and together. I'm going to post it just before Thanksgiving, which is typically a family day for normal people, not me. And that's the story now. One last thing, and this is not a sales pitch per se. I have set up a little bit of a fund through PayPal. If you're enjoying any portion of this content, $1, $2 maybe, I am ultimately going to put all my money towards dog rescue funds. And I am a big believer in dogs, as you may or may not know. I've mentioned it once or twice in the past. I haven't gone into the detail about it. No, I do not have a dog at the moment. I only do rescue dogs, and I don't have one because my health is so precarious. I never know if I'm going to be here or the emergency room or wherever. And I would not leave a dog unattended any longer than a few minutes at the most. One thing about me, my dogs go where I go. If the people don't want the dogs, then they don't want me, and that's fine also. They go where they become a very large part of my life. I treat them as I would a child or a spouse or anything else. They're welcome with me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's how I treat my dogs. Anyway, the fund is at Old Stan Unmuted at PayPal. If you can do something, great. If you can't, no problem at all. This is supposed to be free content, and I don't want you to overpay for what you're getting. Anyway, I'll be back in touch with you soon. I just wanted to give you an update. Hope your days are going good. See you soon. Look out for my family extravaganza, probably within the next 5 or 6 days. See you soon. Bye-bye.